Welcome back, Short Kings. I have something exciting to share with you. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and it's about Animal Well. I don't even care if you don't care about this game. This is a huge thing in gaming. Let's jump right into it. So Animal Well is a huge game. This is the whole entire map, and this is my save file after I've beaten the game and after I've gotten the platinum. So I've collected every single egg in the game. So what I'm about to show you is not a spoiler. It has nothing to do with the main game itself, okay? As you're progressing throughout the game, I'd say in the first hour or two, you go left and you see a save point. So yellow telephone are the save point, okay? So look at this, save point, save point, save point, save point. It's a Metroidvania, essentially. And then over here, we have a groundhog. We walk towards a groundhog, he goes back to his hole. Nothing to see here. We just keep going and keep playing the game. I keep trying to find videos about this, but I can't find videos about this. So I'm making the video because something special is about to happen. So this groundhog, he will give you an item under very specific conditions. And since I'm releasing this video right now, you might guess what it is. See, he doesn't like me right now because guess what? It's not Groundhog's Day. Groundhog Day is February 2nd. So if you visit this groundhog on Groundhog's Day, he will give you a secret item. But here's the exciting thing. Up to this point, the only way to get the secret item is to go into your PlayStation's clock and manually change it to Groundhog's Day, aka cheat. You have to cheat and trick the game into thinking that it's Groundhog's Day. So if I walk over, there's nothing to do here, but let's save the game. Okay, so we're gonna quit Animal Well. And we're going to go up here all the way to the settings. We're going to go to the settings and go down to system. All the way down to date and time, set date and time. We're going to set the date manually. We're going to set it manually to February 2nd. Now it is February 2nd. Look at that. 2/2/2025. So now when we load up the game will think it's Groundhog Day. So we're going to load the game back up. Now look at this. When we get out, we come back. Suddenly the groundhog looks different. Why does he look different? We go up to him. Look, he's not running away. He's standing up. He's actually standing up. And look at our health. Look at our health. We have 4. Look at our health. Sip. Now he's back to his old self. He gave us an extra heart. Isn't that so cool? Okay, here's the reason why you should play this game. Because right now, I faked it. Through the clock, I faked it to say that it's Groundhog Day, right? So I'm doing this video in advance for you guys. But the important thing is, you get to do this for real. This week, this upcoming Groundhog's Day is the first ever Groundhog's Day where you'll get to do this in a legitimate manner. Okay, this is a great game. 96% of people loved it. But here's the thing. Animal Well was released on May 9th, 2024, which means February 2nd, 2025 will be the first Groundhog Day. So you can be the first in the world to get the Animal Well Groundhog Day secret for the very first time without using a cheat. That can be you. You can be the first person in history to get the secret the way that it was meant to be received. And all you have to do is you have to find the groundhog's location before Groundhog Day. But in order to find the groundhog, you might need to play this game for like a few hours. So you can't just boot up the game and expect to find him within like 5 minutes. So that's why I want to make this video. I want to give you like a tiny bit head start so you can get this item. Once you get this item, literally just go back here and save your progress. You can put the game back in your backlog and put it away for a few months. And when you finally come back to it, you'll have an extra heart in your next playthrough, making things that much easier. It's literally a once in a lifetime thing. You'll be the first one to do it on the very first Groundhog Day after this game was released. If you enjoyed that tip, hit that subscribe button, or maybe just the like button. There you go. I hope you enjoyed the secret. This game is like a 10 out of 10. I know like the graphics might not be for everybody, but this game will blow your mind. Animal Well, it was made entirely by one person. One person made this entire game. Animal Well came to PlayStation Plus Extra when Dave the Diver got dropped, which was May. So you have this game until May. You have a few more months to play it and a few more months to beat it and platinum it. It shouldn't take that long. I've personally spent like 25 hours, but that's because I've been obsessed with it. So Animal Well, the main story should only take you about 7 hours. And if you do the whole egg run and discover the entire map, it should only take you 17 hours. So this is like a relatively short game for how deep it is. So you have a few more months to actually beat it. But in order to get the Groundhog to give you the item, if you play it later, you'll have to go into your clock and change it, essentially hack the system and doing it in a cheating manner. So this is why it's important that this video is out right now. You can do this for realsies. You can go to the Groundhog, get your item on actual Groundhog Day, and you'll be the first in history to be able to do it. That's exciting news for gaming. So we're going to go jump into Animal Well, and first thing we're going to do is find where the Groundhog is. So I'm just going to load my old game. I think they're both saved in the same spot. This save file is my platinum run. I have the entire map discovered, and I found every single egg in the game, and I got the platinum, okay? And we are right here, right in the middle. Okay, and this is a little bit of a spoiler, but not spoiler. But if you're anywhere else and you're doing this as a cleanup, this one's for you. So we're going to go to the flute, and we're going to go like down right, up left. I don't know if you remember the song, but you go like this. Just back and forth. And that will teleport you to here. And this spot here is actually the top of this big tunnel. So this big tunnel, you're going to drop right through it. Okay, so if you're anywhere else on the map and it's way too far to come to the central location, just play that song and you'll end up here. Once you're here, you just drop down. And once you drop down, you can see that we are exactly where we want it to be, which is that middle location. So this is a good starting location because in this game, it's hard to find where you're going because the map can be so confusing. So what we're going to do is we're going to find the Groundhog, and the Groundhog is right here. So we have to go right and then down until we get to that yellow telephone. This is my new file, my new playthrough. I've only played for 11 minutes. This is only the beginning. So this is the first 11 minutes of the game. So don't be intimidated by the other map. This is the very beginning, and it is literally the second phone you find. So the phones in the games are the save points. So we find the phone, and then we get out of it, and this is the second phone we see. Let's try to find the Groundhog using the first file. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go here, and then we'll do it with a new map. Okay, so basically what you want to do is head right, 1 screen, 2 screen, and then go straight down. And then you go down again to the right, and then down, check where you are, and look at that. You went to the right to down, and then we go here and watch out for the mouse, climb up, go to the left, and there we are, the Groundhog. The other way of doing it is to keep going right and right, but don't go down this time, go right again, and you'll be right on top of it. So you go right, down, drop down, and now you're back here, but you dropped from the top instead of the bottom. So if you noticed both methods, we went by a previously locked area. This is much easier to do after you've beaten the game, but it's way more beneficial to get that extra heart early on. So just to contrast, here's what it looks like on my new playthrough that's only 11 minutes long. Okay, and as you can see right here, in this playthrough, because I haven't unlocked the entire map, I don't have access. He's right down here. Okay, so you have to play this for like, I don't know, maybe a few hours, maybe an hour. See, it's blocked. I can't go down there. Same with this, blocked. Okay, I'm not allowed to go down there yet. So if you get a head start, even like a 1-day head start, you'll be able to find the Groundhog's location. This phone booth is like the central area. We go right and then to the bottom, and that yellow phone is where the Groundhog is. Now, many people didn't know what this Groundhog was for. Like, I literally platinumed the entire game, and I still don't know what this Groundhog is for. Let me just explain quickly how Animal Well works. So there's layer 1, which is beating the game. There's layer 2, getting the platinum. But this game has a layer 3. Level 3 of Animal Well are like secrets in the game that you need a whole community of hackers to figure out, okay? They're like insane. Again, this has nothing to do with the main game. But look at these tools. You don't even need to know what they are. Only half these tools are available when you beat the main game. The other half of the tools come in the second part of the game, which is the platinum run. This is after you've beaten the game. This is just the collectathon and finding all the secrets. Layer 1 of the game is almost this entire map, but not every room. You're just going around trying to solve the puzzle and beating the bad guys. It's all you need to know. Layer 2 is you're finding every single egg in the game. A collectathon, if you will. And this takes a little bit of more effort and potentially you're going to need the internet for it. So after you beat the second level of the game, you're going to get access to entirely new tools. So some of these tools you don't even see during your first run. These only appear after you've beaten the game. And this is for collecting things. And as you can see from the map, I've beaten the entire game. I've uncovered the entire map and got the platinum. But the thing is, there are still secrets in this game. Some of these secrets are insane, and there's videos that go over that, which I won't go over because they need like a community of hackers to figure out. But this is a very simple one that you should do right away. This is a level 3 secret of the game. And what that means is this has nothing to do with spoilers. This has nothing to do with the main game. And this has nothing to do with layer 2, the platinum of the game. This is like extra stuff, like deep iceberg stuff. I hope this video motivates you to go download Animal Well right now, because another interesting fact about Animal Well is it is one of the smallest games ever made for this generation. How small is it? Do you know when you hover over a game on your PlayStation and there's this cool 4K wallpaper in the background? That background photo is bigger than the entire game. So there's no excuse not to download it. It barely takes any room on your console storage. And it will be one of the fastest games you've ever downloaded. So download it right now and get started and go try to find that Groundhog. So personally, when Dave the Diver got dropped, I spent a lot of time trying to platinum it. And it was a great game, but it was kind of overhyped a little bit. Like comparing it to Animal Well, it is like night and day. It is not even close. Like this was fun and all. Animal Well is like a good game. I don't know how to describe it. It's difficult. It's a challenge. The movement actually challenges you. It challenges you to be creative, to do something outside the box. Like it's everything a game should be. And it's an actual indie game. I hate to like say bad things about Dave the Diver, but it pretends to be an indie game, but it really isn't. It's made by a huge team and it feels more like an open world game. Like it has so much side activities that are just like mind numbing and repetitive. It just packs it on and on and on. And it's just, oh my God. Like I loved playing it. I got the platinum. But my biggest regret is putting Dave the Diver before Animal Well. Like Animal Well is such a superior game. Like support small creators, support short games. This is literally a one-man team. There's a ton of videos on YouTube about him, and the more you learn about how this game was made, the more and more you'll learn to appreciate it. He did everything from the art to the music to the game engine itself. He built this thing from scratch using scraps in a cave. The hardest thing about getting these games out there is finding a publisher, and this is probably the first. The publisher of this game is one guy, a YouTuber. So this entire gaming experience is brought to you largely by just 2 people. If that doesn't qualify as an indie game, I don't know what will. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode. It was a really weird one. I love playing Animal Well, and I wish I could really tell you more things about it to really convince you to play it, but I tried really hard avoiding spoilers, and these aren't even story spoilers, like game mechanic spoilers. There's things that you can do in this that you'll beat the game and you realize at the end, wait, I could have done this the whole time? It's a game that gives you tools and expects you to find creative ways of using them, and that's what makes this game so special. But if you like these game-centric ones, then drop a like, say some nice things in the comments. So until next time, be a friend, and I'll see you again.